Well, I tell you, your songs are kind of interesting. They're really good. They're not soft. They're not, they're not overtly, they're not, necessarily contrived or different. They're fluid. Your stuff is real fluid, but it's real loud and it's real edgy. And I like it. It's kind of different. But I've had a lot of different people on Exit 14. Everybody from like singer-songwriters, balladeers, and new age guitar players and country guys and blues people, but I think this is like the loudest. I did have Blackbone on once, and they were pretty, piss in the wind. They were pretty hot, heavy. But Elijah, this is really raw. This is as raw and as natural and as good as it can get, I guess. Well, this cassette album, this Cassette Grenade they've got out, and they're in the process. They've just been signed to Rude Records out of California. And what part of California?
Nah, he's out of Walnut, California.
Walnut
Grove.
California. Okay.
Yeah.
You basically sent some tapes out to this guy, and he picked it up, and he called you.
Yeah, we mailed out 3 or 4 tapes, and he kind of got it through the grapevine. He was working somewhere that I won't mention. I think he kind of really dug it and snagged us up.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So he was working for a major label?
It wasn't a major label.
But he was working for another label?
Right.
And he heard you, and he wanted to produce you? So is he putting together the money for your CD that's going to be out in February?
Exactly. He's secured a distribution deal. That's why it's going to be February before we can get it out.
Wow. But you've already laid the basic tracks?
It's all recorded.
Now, you tell me that you've already recorded all those tracks for, tell me a little bit about Liquid Bullet. That was the first song y'all ever wrote?
No, it wasn't the first one we wrote, but it was the first one we recorded.
First one you recorded?
Right.
Yeah. And somebody kind of put a dare on you, said that you couldn't write a song like this, kind of a melodic metal song.
We were in practice one day, and he said, when I get back tomorrow, I want y'all to have a good song. He kind of dared us to write it, and we put it out about 25 minutes later.
Wow. With the lyrics and everything? And the bass. Well, I noticed the bass riffs, and like I said, y'all right, they're not in tandem. They're kind of synchronized. They're synthesized together. They're kind of
some songs,
that heavy sound. Well, on this particular song, they were kind of merged together. They were working in the same. They weren't oscillating differently in the same sense. Do you find it interesting? Like, tell me, when you record a song, you recorded this particular record at let's see, by
Barry Pointer.
Barry Pointer, like Barry White. And it's kind of interesting that, all tracks recorded sometime between January and July 1995. So we're about 5 months into this thing now. 4 or 5 months into this thing.
Money to go with it.
Yeah. You need cash. What's in cash? Well, I was telling you, so you write a lot in the studio, or do you go home, Greg, and, like, pace the floor and, like, shoot out the TV or something? And
some mornings I just wake up and it just comes out of me. I can write 2 or 3 in the morning. And
really?
And then sometimes I can't write anything for 6 months.
Well, how do you know? I mean, do y'all have, is it by mutual consensus that y'all determine whether or not you'll use a song or whatever?
Well, he doesn't come in with songs. He writes, like, lyrics, and somebody come in to practice with the riff, and we'll just take off from there.
Really?
Or sometimes, I mean, I don't think we've ever had a time when somebody came in with a complete song and said, okay, here's a song I wrote.
All the lyrics are just kind of on hold.
Oh, they are?
They fit something.
And y'all are pretty democratic, I guess, in terms of, like, selecting material. If there's something that one of you just absolutely doesn't like, or something that you won't sing, y'all do what you can to, like, change it. Is that right?
We usually throw it out.
Throw it out. Burn it at the stake. Well, it's kind of interesting. So tell me a little bit about your particular recording setup. Did y'all use an Aphex Oral Exciter system, one of those Dolby? Were y'all recorded in Dolby? No, I guess not, because y'all are too loud for that. Did y'all just kind of plug it against the wall, get earthquake insurance for the studio, and just kind of push a button or two and blow up like that? No. It doesn't sound like you needed to do a whole lot of dubbing. It sounds like basically it could go straight from the plastic to the stage, All you need is a little costume change, and and that's it. So pretty much what we hear on this is basically what we're going to hear on the CD.
Exactly.
And it's also basically like the way you sound when you're performing live.
I think we're heavier live. I think we're much heavier live.
Really? What do you think? You have more like, I guess, roughage, more pulp, or fire?
There's a little more edge on it live. Fatter live.
Fatter. I like that. Barry Pointer. That's right. Barry Pointer, who does the production. What studio in Little Rock was this done in?
He just kind of low key.
At his house.
At his house.
Yeah.
So this was done in kind of a residential neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
No calls from the cops or anything like that?
No.
No threats from the SWAT team or helicopter?
We liked it enough just to press it. We didn't even have to go back and re-record.
You didn't have to punctuate it, put in commas there, or, turn up this or turn up that?
Got mastered.
No, did y'all, how big is your deal with Rude Records?
Not very big.
Not big?
One CD,
One CD and that's it?
pretty much.
And then with an option to pick up another one if this one goes?
We'll renegotiate the contract after 1 year if we do another CD.
Really?
It's basically just one CD, and he's going to put it out, and we're just going to see what happens.
Well, hopefully that'll work out, and you'll, starting can we expect that sometime between February and March, you might be on a tour? You'll be on a tour? You'll be working on a tour?
Exactly. We're working on one right now. We're working on setting up shows for the middle of January and all through the next year.
Who does basically most of your booking? Who does the dealing with the
right now? I'm just working with him at the label, and we're searching for an agent.
Really?
Just got to find the right one.
Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know if there are many in Little Rock or Arkansas, but I'm sure there will. And between the actual, were y'all laying down the tracks anyway?
Right.
Or did y'all,
right.
were y'all just going to do your own thing, and then this just happened to come along, you penned a deal for a CD, and you decided that the songs you were going to put down anyway, you're going to put on the CD, so.
Right.
It's been a pretty easy transition
right.
for you, hasn't it?
We were just going in, every time we had enough money to go in, 2 songs a pop, and I think we had about 6 at the time when we mailed them out to him.
Wow. And you got your publishing intact and everything like that? You didn't sign that away? Got a great little CD record in the making here. It's called, is it just going to be self-titled, Elijah's Diner?
Self-titled.
Okay. Because I saw this thing, Elijah's Diner, Sarah Bellman.
And we think
Sarah Bellum, that just...
Sarah Bellum, okay.
That died before it happened.
Okay. Well, Sarah Bellum is dead along with Killing Slow, and a lot of kind of dark, moody insights here. A lot of things about, the life after death or life after taxes or whatever.
Yeah, it's women.
It's women. Women. The only thing they're good for? Everything. Fingerprints and hangovers. Fingerprints and hangovers and great lyrics. Is your set basically organized? Do you all just come out and do whatever you feel like? Do you have a particular song that you kick off your shows with?
No, we change it. We usually try to end with some hitters, man.
It's got to rock to be at the front.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's got to rock?
It changes.
Well, it all rock. But do y'all ever do any covers? y'all are straight originals, huh?
Straight original, all the way.
No covers at all?
Not a one.
We tried, but
it didn't work.
Well, I like the guitar. Tell me a little bit about the guitar. You're playing like a Fender there or a Gibson Hollow Body? What are you playing?
I've been playing a Fender Mexican Strat.
I thought it was a Fender. It sounded like a Fender. Why'd you get it at Tijuana, your first time over?
Yeah.
On the Elijah's Diner National Tour, the Tamale Tour, Tijuana.
Lots of Corona.
Corona and lemon, yeah, just saying, or lime. I eat the worm, I really do. But, so you picked that up. That's really a Fender
Mexican Strat. I got a pickup in it, Seymour Duncan.
Tell me a little bit about how many guitars do you have? Do you have a whole assembling,
No, I played the same guitar on everything, and I had just purchased an Ibanez Iceman.
Is that an acoustic guitar?
No, that's the Paul Stanley model.
Oh, okay. And I think that they should have signed you at least to a 3 record deal.
Well, we did that for our own thing. This way, if we don't like them,
that's true.
Free to move on.
You can dump them. So are they making you promises like they're going to deliver this all over the country, get it on radios and stuff all over?
Something like that.
Well, hold him to the word. Are you the only characters on the label now?
There's about 4 or 5 bands on the label.
Really? He's not not like a Walnut Palooza, is he? Where all of you got touring in the same day.
No.
And that was talked about at first, but I'm glad it didn't happen.
Well, tell me, as performers, and I know that you probably like to perform as much as you like to play in the studio. Do y'all, and I don't even know if you've had an opportunity to explore the difference, but do you think that you would prefer like a small, sweaty club to a large, cavernous venue like the Pyramid or Robinson Center Music Hall or something like that?
Whatever.
We play anywhere. We love to play. We just want to be superstars.
Superstar. Elijah's Diner, I don't know how to get tickets for them.
It'll probably be a while before we hit the Pyramid, though. So.
Well, you'll hit the Pyramid, in the tour bus, just turn left, turn right, and crash. I hate to see y'all back here all by yourself. Y'all want to come up and step to the microphone? You've been such behaviors. Y'all might as well say hello or something. I've got two smiling girls in the guru position sitting on the floor. They don't want to come up and say anything. Are you big fans of Latin? Now, whose girlfriend are you?
Nobody.
Oh, you're not? You just brought the car over.
Yeah.
You want to be somebody's girlfriend, don't you?
No.
You don't? Darn. And you, behind me, where I can't see you, with the black overalls and the white turtleneck. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, nuptials are forthcoming for Dennis the singer and his child bride. What's your name? What? Keisha? Felicia. Oh, Felicia. Okay. Felicia. Well, okay. I'm set up. My producer said I've got 3 minutes. I don't know if I got that much time. This song is pretty long, isn't it?
Yeah.
The song's about 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's a pretty long one. You better roll it.
Okay, so I want to say thanks to Tom Gurley, my producer. He makes it happen. Check out Elijah's Diner. Keep looking at the paper. Keep checking it out. And